Month by month, year by year, the huge storage tanks surrounding the crippled Fukushima Daiichi plant grow in number. It is estimated they contain more than 750,000 metric tons of water contaminated with tritium. Local media reported last month that plant owner TEPCO planned to release the water into the Pacific Ocean, prompting an outcry from environmental groups and local fishermen. TEPCO says it has yet to make a decision.
How everybody doing? Stephen Jackson, Jwtv. Let's expose some more of the idiots that live in society today. And what's happening with Fukushima still that we really need to talk about. And this is how you know your top officials are lunatics. This is how you know the top officials are really just brain dead species or just murderers. That's it. Probably the best one to say, murderers, yeah. So what we have here is there was a plan to actually dump radioactive water into the ocean, just like dump it into the ocean and say like, oh yeah, you know, it's part of the cleanup process. It's part of the cleanup, and you're cleaning up and you're gonna dump something in the water. It don't even make sense. It's the dumbest idea. It's just like going into the kitchen and saying, hey, little Johnny or little John, are you gonna clean up the kitchen? And he says, oh yeah, I'm gonna clean it up. I'm just gonna dump all the trash on the floor, and then it's gonna be clean, you know, that's it, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna take you into this article from 2017, and then it's an article from today, 2018, that we're gonna pull you into. So first, let's look at this one. All right, so here's the article from 2017 when I was talking about it. But I'm going to show you the one from 2018 recently, too. Fukushima nuclear waste could be dumped into Pacific Ocean. Regulators argue that the release of water at Fukushima and other nuclear plants is safe. That's the dumbest idea I ever heard of. Tokyo Electric Power Company, the operator, Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant, say it may be dumped as much as 770,000 cubic meters of water contaminated with radioactive tritium into the Pacific Ocean as part of the cleanup efforts. All right, now everybody in their right logical mind who's not a zapped, brain dead zombie and walking around Walmart, even a walking around Walmart brain dead zombie, should even know what's going on with this situation. They should logically be able to think, even through brainwashing, you should be able to understand that this is a dumb idea. Now, that was a public briefing for this specific event. It was 14 people who was able to speak on this. So out of those 14 people, guess how many people shot this down? About 13. They said 13 people. So I probably should have shot a couple more shots than that. But 13 people shot this down, saying that this should not happen. This is not safe. This will cause plenty disruption throughout the land. And let's go ahead and pull you into that. And this is the one from 2018, August 31st. Resident blast water discharge method at Fukushima plant. So residents like, man, what's wrong with you? This is definitely not what we need to do. This is idiotic. It's totally dumb. It's going to totally decimate more. Tanks containing radioactive water are seen in the compound of Fukushima #1 nuclear power plant that spans the towns Okuma and some other town. Anyway, fishermen and local residents on August 30th vehemently opposed the government's plan to discharge radioactive water from crippled Fukushima nuclear plant into the sea, saying the measure will damage a number of industries. Tetsu Nozaki, chairman of Fukushima Prefectural Federation of Fisheries Cooperation Association, emphasized that releasing the water into the sea would deal a devastating blow to the prefecture fisheries industry, and the prefecture fishery industry already
One option is to release the tritium-contaminated water into the ocean. However, there are other options, such as vaporizing it, but we have not decided yet which option to take to dispose of the water. Since there may be an influence on the environment, and because there have been harmful rumors about what effects it may have on people and the environment, we are still consulting with various stakeholders before finally deciding on the solution.
TEPCO points out that all nuclear power plants around the world release tritium into the environment. It is considered one of the less dangerous radioactive isotopes, says marine radiochemist Ken Bisler of the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute in Massachusetts.
But yes, the fish has definitely been affected. And if you looked at it, some of the fishes, you can see like the little lumps on the side of their mouth and stuff like that. All types of nasty, disgusting look when Fukushima first happened. But even worse, the top officials have approved that this was okay in Thai. These sick little devils, they deemed it fit for Thai people to eat the Fukushima fish. This is March 2018. First shipment of fish imported Thailand from Japan's Fukushima prefecture following March 2011 nuclear disaster has been declared safe for consumption. So they let the people eat it. It's like, oh, it's good. Don't worry about it. You know, it's safe. Go ahead. And the people are so brainwashed themselves, they believed it. And it's sad. This is the brainwashing, though. This is the top authorities throwing over power and just people listening and believing. This is what happens when you believe in people, though. Like I always say, there is a better alternative to all this, and the nuclear power, stuff like that, when Russia and all them China, they on the BRI, stuff like that, the BRI initiative, where it's about 60 countries. We talked about this before. They're all globalized in their power and stuff like that, which is a bad idea. And, you know, it's just something that we should not have arranged. There's better ways to go about this. We wouldn't even have to worry about a Fukushima happening. We wouldn't even have to worry about a power plant meltdown. But when the country goes into a crisis moment, we will have to worry about that. If electricity goes out, there's going to be power plants everywhere just melting down. So, and there is one place where there's a specific plan by 2025. They want to just eliminate all this. So I don't think we'll get on that route, but I think people should start getting on a route like that to have their own energy, you know, solar power, water, energy, conduction. I think people honestly should. And the size of the land that's most likely going to be plagued with nuclear reactor meltdowns is the right side of the United States. When you're looking at the map straight up, it's the right side. They got all the nuclear reactors on that side. And purposely by design, they do that. And close by DC, you don't even have nothing but maybe 3 or 4. Because the map shows that it's all clear and evidence. So I was going to tell you that it would be important for you to print that out. The nuclear reactors, you need to print that out. You need to figure out all that stuff and keep that information, because that's important for you. And I'll pull it up real quick just so you can see it. Interactive map of operating nuclear power reactors in the United States. Look at all those over there. So you need to print this map out, definitely. And I'll put the link to it below. That way you can, know that half of the U.S. is totally in a bad situation if something was to happen with any electricity or something like that. These people are like spineless worms. They want to go like hide in the dirt, hide down in the bunkers and stuff like that when everything happened. But nuclear radiation could leak down into the earth as well. So the idiots really don't evaluate what they do. So I guess they're thinking they're gonna just terraform the planet just like they always been saying, and branch off and create new species and probably put their brains inside of some other species The sick people, I mean, they already got the pig in the laboratory, and human pig, you know, they got that in the laboratory. And I think they're just gonna like, oh, we're gonna jump inside another body, we're gonna voodoo ourselves into some other being and become a part of the true agenda of Satan. And I mean, that's what it kind of leads down to, wiping out humans and cyborging themselves up. And stuff that most people can't even put their hand on and be like, oh my God, this is so sci-fi, stop it. You know. But their plans is all evil. And the dark forces that we're facing right now on this planet, and we're alive right now, getting to face these, you know, nefarious goblins, you know, who want to control the planet and steal resources. But they gotta fight, and they gotta battle good people. They gotta battle, and the dark forces may run this planet, but they will not overwhelm what's good. So anyway, just wanted to get some critical information out to you and your family. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll keep monitoring the situation for every last one of us as part of the good forces of the Most High God Himself on this planet. I stand for you. I stand for us. And stand for what's right. And the criminals will not destroy us from within. All right, that's it for right now. Share the video out.